Okay, so this place looks oddly familiar. It looks a lot like Universal Studios, but it's the Italian version. None of the branding is exactly the same, so I want to see what are the real differences between this and the Universal Studios in Florida.
Hey Vernon, what are you getting?
I'm getting a chili dog. I've never seen these here in Italy, so this is definitely a unique experience.
But we're not really in Italy, are we?
I don't even know where we're at right now. It kind of feels like Florida, but it kind of feels like Italy. It's bizarre.
It's as hot as Florida.
That's for sure.
I mean, it looks good. Let's see if it tastes good.
Well, it's scalding hot right now, so I'm gonna have to let this cool off for a minute.
How does it compare to an American chili cheese dog?
It's too healthy. Almost the same thing, but dialed back a little bit. But this is an amusement park, and I don't really expect great food at an amusement park.
Well, that looks a little familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what they were going for, but that's obviously Transformers.
This looks oddly familiar too. So you can't go to an amusement park without getting a very sugary frappuccino. So this is not something you can usually get in Italy, so I'm very, very excited to try this. Wow, it's actually really good. I think this may be better than Starbucks.
And it's a lot cheaper than Starbucks too.
I mean, for €1 inside of an amusement park, that's not bad. And you get to ride a bull for free, which is what Vernon's gonna do right now.
I'm ready. I guess I didn't last very long.
Bull riding experience in Italy.
So, besides being embarrassing, the other thing I was a little worried about was after eating that chili cheese dog and drinking some of that coffee, I don't know what that bull did, but it started to shake something up.
We have the famous Daytona. What does that sound like?
Like Cars. Let's be honest, it's basically Cars, but they have to rebrand it so that it doesn't sound that way.
I think we can add this to the list of the most random things we can find in Italy.
It's certainly random. I mean, look at the TV over there. The TV's got like big bullet holes in it. I'm not sure if it's meant to look like a military TV or a TV in Chicago or something, but...
No, probably New York.
I think I discovered what the dream job is. What's coming up with the titles for these kinds of events, these rides, and these little attractions here at this park, because they always come up with the weirdest, sort of strangest knockoff version of the actual item itself. So that's obviously trying to be like Fortnite, but Fort Live.
So this is a pretty good sized park. They have a lot of roller coasters, they have a lot of rides, they have stuff for little kids, for adults. So this park, guess how much it costs? So it's €34, which is about maybe $38. And parking was €7, which is about 10 bucks. So very cheap, very affordable to just spend the whole day here.
So if you can, comment down below if you recognize any of these and the actual movie or show or something like that they're taking this from, because sometimes I saw one like this and I realized it was Ice Age at first, but there's a lot around this park that I don't recognize. So if you actually recognize one of them and you know what the name of the original thing is, comment it in the comment section below.
So the cool thing about this park is that it's still expanding. We were looking at the map just now and there's like a bunch of rides that are about to come. They're building one right here, but also look at this view. Lake Garda. It's a beautiful lake, which we will be doing video on, so make sure to subscribe. But this park so far is really fun. They have everything categorized for families to like medium adventure to like extreme adventure. But also, what do you think about my Top Gun hat? They had a label as Top Gum on the receipt. So is that like how you avoid the lawsuit? It's supposed to be for kids? I don't think this is for kids. Woo!
I think the chili cheese dog's coming back.
Oh, it rotates up. How is this kid-friendly level 1? Kids in Italy are built different. We gotta wait for the dinosaur to pass by. But Italian rides are a little different. So you just kind of get in and nobody checks anything. You just get in and hopefully you're secured. But that was supposed to be a kid's ride. That was pretty intense. And there was like maybe 2 kids on it. Is this your new ride?
Looks like it's built to last. I don't know.
Oh, it's hot today. You want to know how hot it is? It's 100 Fahrenheit. Exactly. I just checked. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So They do have these things to cool off. This is the best ride.
Okay, I think we figured out what we wanted to eat now. We're at an Italian amusement park that's copying American ideas, so we're gonna get Mexican food.
So this looks like Taco Bell.
I think if we're lucky, it looks like Taco Bell. It looks like, I don't even know.
What is this? This looks very questionable. I mean, the drinks look good. I'm not disappointed in a sangria.
But it was only $8 each, so what are you gonna complain about, really?
Whatever the red sauce is.
All right, these chips are probably as good as what you would get at Trader Joe's. They're not gonna win any awards. This also tastes like something you would get from like a grocery store. Again, I didn't expect any of this stuff to be homemade or, like I said, win an award or anything like that, but when you're hot and you're hungry and you plan on going on a couple more rides, this is what you need.
I would give these like a solid 7 out of 10. Right away, we have the hard shell taco.
The taco looks exactly like the chips. I bet they're made out of the same kind of, look at that. They look exactly the same.
But it is corn.
Ish. Let's see.
The cochinita, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the taco was great, honestly. The tortilla from the taco was exactly like these. They taste like something I've had before, at least in the US.
So that was not the best Mexican food I've had, but it was also not the worst. But we'll see how it sits. What do you think?
There's a place over there called Little Italy, even though we're in regular Italy.
So we're in Italy, in Little Italy.
I'm thinking this is like a New York City kind of ripoff. I'm not sure what movie this is from. Again, comment down below if you know what movie this is from, but this is something kind of surreal to see here.
Wait, you said it's a ripoff off of New York, but New York is a ripoff off of Italy.
Yeah, the Italy in New York is, yeah, exactly. So we're in this kind of weird circle.
Can you imagine this car in Italy on Italian roads?
It would be the biggest car on the road other than the semi-trucks, definitely. Look how huge this thing is.
Probably the loudest too.
For sure.
It looks like a movie theater, but it's actually a ride. So you have to be very careful because a lot of these things you think it's a shop, but it's not. It's actually a ride hidden inside of it. And I think they do have a haunted house like we do for Halloween. They also have a lot of live shows here.
Voglio parlarvi di una delle più grandi storie mai raccontate.
This one is supposed to imitate what a movie set would look like. Look, this is the bullets that they were shooting.
Fake bullets. I wonder what Italians think about these cars. Because it's just so big. When you see this, it's like an old American car, and then you see the old classic Fiats, it's such a difference.
You know what I bet? I bet they think that these kinds of cars were made for movies and not real driving.
Didn't you say your dad had one?
Yeah, he had one just like this one. I don't know the model. I was really young at the time, but he had one just like this.
Laverne, how's driving? We're gonna get some Cold Stone, Ice Stone.
It's 100 degrees, like we said.
How's it compared to Cold Stone?
I don't remember. It's been a long time, but when it's this hot out, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 anyway.
So they have a ride dedicated to, what did you say, Vern? This is their superhero?
Yeah, I asked a friend of mine whether Italy has any like superheroes, like we have Batman, Spider-Man, and probably 1,000 other ones. This one's called Diabolic. I guess he's probably their most popular comic book hero.
So we are done for the day. It's hot. We ate some food. We rode some rides. What'd you think?
I thought it was cool. The one downside to a park like this is the size. It's definitely not going to be nearly as big as a movie theater that you're used to. So movie theater.
Universal Studios.
It's definitely not going to be as big as an amusement park that you're used to, like Universal Studios. So it's a lot smaller. But for us, that means that by the time it starts getting too hot, we can exit. So we saw everything there was to see. It was pretty cool. I definitely recommend it. If you ever get the bizarre chance to come to Italy and want to go to an amusement park.
I mean, it's like 30 minutes away from Verona, so something different.
The prices were great. The food was good. I mean, for an amusement park, for sure. And there was a lot to see, so.
Yeah, and they have in this area, believe it or not, there's like 5 or 6 other amusement parks, which also have water parks, which we have not been to. They have so much American music here. It honestly feels like we teleported back to the States. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video and you had as much fun as we did. Subscribe. Ciao, ciao. After being in Italy for so many years, never did I know that there was a medieval times here. And if you made it this far into the video, this is the weird stuff we find in Italy sometimes. Also, there's license plates literally from all of Europe and then some. I mean, this guy drove, what is DK?
Denmark.
From Denmark all the way to Italy.
Austria.
I mean, a ton from Switzerland, Germany. We saw from the Netherlands, so.
Yeah, mostly Italy, but definitely Italy's neighbors like Austria, Germany, etc. But when you see ones that are from the Netherlands, that's a far drive. I don't know if they drove here just for that, but that would be insane.